Hey everybody, welcome back to In Bed with the Millennial. I'm the Millennial, Javeda Bay, and this is my bed. So, if you don't know, January 22nd is the anniversary of Roe v. Wade, which was the Supreme Court decision that legalized and protected abortions here in the United States. And you're kind of like, okay, cool, that's cool. But it's important for us to continuously talk about it because abortions are not legal everywhere. There's a lot of misconceptions and false information out there about abortions. And as we saw at the end of 2020, Argentina just passed their laws protecting and legalizing abortions as a form of healthcare. So we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to abortions and our healthcare system and recognizing that abortions are healthcare. So today we are talking about abortions to dispel some mistruths out there. Mainly like what they are and when they happen, because there's a lot of lies out there and I want you to have the correct information because guess what? Knowledge is power. So here I am giving you knowledge. You're welcome. So the first type of abortion is the abortion pill, which you can take up to 10 weeks after your missed period. And that one's great because you just go to the doctor, they give you the pill. You can go home, you take the pill, and it's kind of like a much more intense period. You just like, there's a lot of cramping, and then of course the bleeding as the uterus is emptying, but there's no medical surgery involved or anything of that nature. So you can do this all at home. You can pop that pill, you can lay on the couch, eat your Ben and Jerry's, watch your Netflix, and just like do it in the comfort of your home. Whereas the other three options are all medical abortions, which require a doctor and or medical professional to do them, which means you have to go into a doctor's office and they have to do this procedure for you. Also, it is a procedure. Granted, it is not like a you got to stay in the doctor's office procedure, but it is a procedure. So the first one is vacuum aspiration, and this is the least invasive one because they don't actually have to open your cervix at all to do it. It is just them taking a vacuum and sucking out all the contents of the uterus. So that one is a really good option. And that can be done up to 12 weeks after your missed period. And then the next one is going to be dilation and evacuation, which is going to be done between like 12 and 14 weeks after your missed period. And there's a lot of confusion and people are like, you can't do that. But the thing about it is that a lot of people don't always know that they're pregnant that early because the hormone that home pregnancy test tests for actually drops off very shortly after you become pregnant. So it is possible that if you don't take your pregnancy test in those first few weeks where that hormone is ever like super present, then if you take one in like week 8, it'll be like, nope, you're not pregnant because you aren't producing that hormone anymore. So it is important to recognize that's why abortions, like there's a longer timeline of when abortions happen because not everyone knows a week after they're pregnant. If you're not trying for it, why would you think to be taking these tests? So that is something to keep in mind. So the dilation and evacuation, also known as a D&E, takes place between 12 and 14 weeks. And that one's similar to the vacuum aspiration, except they actually do have to dilate your cervix to get into the uterus to vacuum everything out. And then lastly, you have the dilation and extraction, which is a D&X, which is an abortion that would take place if there was a medical complication with the fetus or the person carrying the fetus. So like if you continue this pregnancy, you will die, or like this fetus is not going to actually be viable. Like those are different reasons why you would have a D&X abortion. But all abortions, like your doctor, if you're like, I'm getting an abortion, I want an abortion, your doctor will explain to you where you are and which one will work for you. But it is important to go to a medical professional for an abortion. Always, always, always. There are a lot of resources out there. If you are someone that doesn't have access to the funds for an abortion or things of that nature, there are so many abortion funds out there that you could go to and they can help you in this process, especially if you live somewhere where abortions are not as easily accessible. I am, of course, putting all that information in the description, so please check it out if you are looking for any information on how to safely access an abortion. Also, that information will include abortion funds for you to donate to if you have the excess income to actually better this experience for other people and continue to make safe abortions accessible. You should definitely do that because we are a community. We all got to do this together. So help make abortions accessible to others and donate to an abortion fund today. But until then, please take some time today to remember that Roe v. Wade brought us very far, but there's still much for us to do. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can always come back for more content like this and more. And definitely follow me on Instagram and check out my new website, themillennialsexpert.com, for even more sex education resources. And I'm going to see y'all later. Have a great rest of your day. Share this with a friend. Like, comment, all those things. And I'm going to see y'all later. Deuces.